All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Under 10, under 10. You go tight. You got tight. Yeah.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Samson Abukum able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it's third down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Kill. Slam. Wait. Echo. Go. Motion.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
He's checking. Crash. Go. Check 37. Hey, alert 3.
From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. Brady now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. His throw incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Hey, shoot.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
As a defense, your coordinator starts every meeting with, guys, how do we score and help our offense? Well, they did exactly that. A pick 6 gets things kick-started, not just for the defense. They're going to celebrate. But how about for their own offense, who looks at them and says, thank you, guys. You've helped us out greatly.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw is Brady. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Picked off right around the 43. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Coleman has it here right side. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson. That's caught left side by Hardman. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. David Njoku. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. This is Grant, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest.
That is taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Check 26, you're out. Watch out, watch out, watch out. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Jackson turns the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead 1st quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Wait, that Alabama. 380. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Squeeze, squeeze down the middle. Shadow. Hey, Alabama, Alabama.
On 1st down, Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 66.
Throwing again. Brady. And the Chiefs are going to get him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on to punt for Miami. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. It's taken to the 26. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, which also...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ready? Hey, hold on. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch him focus. Watch the slant.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Tighten up. Check safety. Shadow.
On 1st down, it's Grant, and he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Check nickel. Watch the twist.
The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Wait, that wide 80. Check right 54. Hey, Ozzy. Help him. No. Sugar.
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
and attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Deep. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Hey, 29, Alpha. Hey, tighten down. Jack it, reload. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Jack it, reload.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball. Right there. 54. Right there. Hey, wahoo.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month, and a first down to boot.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 10-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady, left side here. That's the tight end fan. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Brady's throw into the hands of Harry, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. You better be afraid of me. Go.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Check 13. Shoot.
After the sack on first down, Brady is going to float this over the middle deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Jim. Check 3. Shit.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And his kick is indeed good. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Brady. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Brady's going to sneak it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This is 3rd and goal, this Chiefs defense. They're giving it all they got. Here's Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Bravo. We got 3. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check 50.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. 66. Pull it. High. Check 3. Check 1. Hey, they go.
They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
56, the mark, 56. Check 56. Check your hot read. Rush in. Rush in.
They will run again with Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check 24.
Now Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
Let's go, defense. Regular. Check. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Hey, check it.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Mike 54. Watch the slats. Watch the logo. Mike 54. Mike. It's our field. It's our field.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. Just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think you hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
General West. Hey, Alpha. Wait, what do you got?
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Wait, that's round 80. Round 80. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, ball 66.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. This is the tight end Fant.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Brady to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Hey, ball 66. Ball bandit.
Now Brady again. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it 24-13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
There he goes left side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, Alabama.
From the gun, it's Brady. Got his man, that's Harry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Brady now on 1st down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Brady's throw there complete. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield?
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Check. Fresno.
Brady going to go on fourth down. And he's going to go down again. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And